Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We're back here talking about the San Francisco 49ers. This team has won 8 straight. Brock Purdy now has more games with a passer rating above 100 3 times so far this season than Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Russell Wilson, Mac Jones. They just kind of looped in Mac Jones right there, but Brock Purdy, nonetheless, is having a phenomenal season, but it's not just Brock Purdy. Here's a quote earlier from head coach Kyle Shanahan on the play of Nick Bosa this season, quote unquote, "I feel like we could sit him these next 2 weeks and my mind would be blown if he wasn't the defensive MVP. He's been great." So Kyle Shanahan hit the nail on the head. Depoy to Nick Bosa. They're loaded on both sides of the field, and that is absolutely terrifying. But before we get into tonight's video, if you guys enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button. If you like Niners content, you've come to the right place. Posting them kind of daily right now, several times a week. If we could try and get this video to 1,000 likes, that would be absolutely awesome. Appreciate you guys so much. Nonetheless, leave some comments down below on your thoughts on this team headed into the final 2 weeks. But let's get into today's video. So I was doing some pondering earlier today, nice day here in Chicago, and I was thinking to myself, all right, Philly is, I know Jalen is hurt, but Philly's probably going to be the number 1 seed, all right? That's fine. Currently, the Niners have a 0.3 chance of getting the number 1 seed. That is an extremely low percent, but if I'm being realistic, the Niners do have a pretty low probability of getting there because, you need Minnesota to lose 1 and 2, you need Philly to lose both. You got to win both. It actually doesn't seem all that crazy once I use, words. It sounded confusing. Anyways, my point is this. Philadelphia is pretty much locked in to get that 1 seed, right? Well, Minnesota's about to lose to my Green Bay Packers this upcoming weekend as Green Bay pushes for the playoffs. But, if you've been watching the Vikings this season, I don't think there's even a word to really describe Minnesota this year. I was thinking about using the word special. I don't, unfortunately for Vikings fans, sorry if you're watching this video, I don't think their season is going to end the way it kind of might feel like it could possibly end. By that, I mean a Super Bowl. So, if Minnesota loses to Green Bay this upcoming week, or if they lose their final game of the season to the Chicago Bears, which 2 divisional games, not much on the line for Chicago, but these are games where everybody shows up. Like, these are divisional rivalries. You get the gist, right? So those are not going to be easy wins in any way, shape, or form. And they're both road games for Minnesota. So I'm feeling pretty optimistic that Minnesota's going to lose one of those 2 games. Now, San Francisco, they have a 42% chance of moving up to that number 2 seed right now. All right, and the reason I'm bringing all of this up is because the big surrounding question right now with Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers team is, it's not even can they win it, can they win in the playoffs, can they get to the Super Bowl? It's more so what happens if it's the conference championship game and you're playing in Philly or you're playing in Minnesota. Is Brock Purdy going to be ready to go? Well, my answer is yes. Because he looks so poised. He looks like a veteran quarterback that's been playing for years and years and years, which he actually, he has, right? Because he's a professional quarterback. But he looks like he's been in the league for several seasons. 4-year starter at Iowa State. I'm feeling pretty confident that right now, being the number 3 quarterback on the team with a shot, with the best defense in the league that's giving up literally 15 points a game. This defense is giving up 15 a game. That is an insane statistic. Insane statistic. Sorry. I have a feeling he's licking his chops at this opportunity. So all I mean by this is, here's kind of my prediction on the way this pans out. Minnesota loses to Green Bay, or they lose to Chicago, or what have you. San Francisco, they win their next 2 games. You got the Raiders, you got the Cardinals. Not playing too difficult defenses or just kind of dismantling teams right now. But if San Francisco gets that number 2 seed, my prediction, if you guys have been watching my Niners videos the last couple of weeks, my prediction with Philadelphia is they lose. When they get the first round bye, they're going to lose right away. So I actually think if San Francisco gets the number 2 seed, which guarantees you 2 home playoff games, I fully believe Philadelphia will lose and San Francisco will not have to play a road game. But to be quite honest with you guys, and this is what I saw in Seattle, and once again, if you're watching these Niner videos, you know my thoughts on that win in Seattle, it was critical. It was absolutely huge because you got to keep in mind, is Brock and are the Niners right now beating playoff caliber teams in the last four weeks? Yes. Miami, Tampa Bay, Washington. Those are 3 playoff capable teams right there. 2 of those 3 teams have phenomenal defenses. And then you had the Seattle road game. That Seattle road game showed me a lot. Because I don't have to explain this to Niner fans. It's not easy winning in Seattle, no matter what the circumstance is, no matter what the expectation is. It's not easy winning football games on the road in cold weather in Seattle. That's just a straight up fact. So my thing is, basically to sum up this video, I fully believe the San Francisco 49ers will make the Super Bowl because I think that they are going to have a perfect path to the playoffs. Now, obviously, once you get into the playoffs, you got to win these football games, got to win these home games. But my prediction is this, to summarize: San Francisco gets that number 2 seed, Philadelphia loses in the first round of the playoffs, and San Francisco never has to leave. A crazy stat I heard earlier today was that the Niners have not played a game outside of Pacific Standard Time since week 6. I actually don't know how that is possible. I really don't. Maybe it's because I'm a Chicago boy. Central Standard Time, that's my neck of the woods there. I don't know. That's 12 weeks of football where you have not left Pacific Standard Time. So, once again, I don't think it's that big of a deal, but to rebuttal all these people that think it's this big deal, okay, can he win? Can he win in Philly? Well, the answer is yes, but I don't think he's going to have to. Especially with the way this defense is. Man, I touched on this in yesterday's video. This defense is so freaking good. I mean, obviously you have Nick Bosa, who's the defensive player of the year. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. You have studs, top to bottom. Jimmy Ward, beast. Hufanga, beast. Greenlaw, beast. Fred Warner, beast. Charvarius Ward, beast. Tayshaun Gibson Sr., beast. It's not even it. It's like 8. That's like 8 players right there. That's not even it. That's not their whole defense. That's how deep they are. So, man, I feel so good about San Francisco, and as I alluded to earlier on in the video, I'm a Packers fan. In my lifetime, and I understand Brett Favre had his fair share of success, evidently, against San Francisco, the Niners have caused me a good deal of heartbreak. They've dealt me a lot of pain. But I love football, and I love good football, especially. And I love this Niners team, man. They are stacked. They are set. It's not like it's a one and done. They're not the Rams. This team is set, and they're stacked, baby. That's it for tonight. If you guys enjoyed it, hit the like button, hit that sub button as we try and get to 1,000 likes. But most importantly, drop some opinions down below from this video in the comment section. I'll see you guys later.